Today we have a new passing scheme for Madden 20. This passing scheme is my best passing scheme in Madden 20 that I'm using right now. I used this passing scheme to get to the top 300 last year in Madden, and right now I'm in the top 600 using this passing scheme. This offensive passing scheme is explosive and will rack up a lot of yards to get you a lot of wins in Madden 20. This Madden 20 offensive scheme consists of 4 passing plays and 3 great run plays. This scheme is in the pistol bunch tight end formation, and we are in the New Orleans Saints playbook. Let's take a look at the passing plays. We will be breaking down Saints flood, stick, cross drag, and spot option. Again, that's spot option, cross drag, Saints flood, and stick. We also have 3 powerful run plays. They are Halfback Zone, Strong Power, and the HB counter. I will show you the Halfback Draw as an option. You only use that when you're really dominating with these passes, which you will be if you run them the way I tell you. Now let's quickly get into the roster setup. Roster setup is key for the scheme to be successful. Let's go through it real quickly. On the outside, you want your fastest and speediest wide receiver. 92 speed and up. The higher the speed, the better you will be with running these plays. In the middle of the bunch set, you want your tallest, best route running receiver. If he has speed of 90 and above, it works great. Your inside slot receiver of the bunch, you want your second fastest receiver in this position right here. 92 speed and above. Your fastest, best blocking tight end in the tight end position, and of course you want your best catching, fastest running back in the position. That's the roster setup. Let's look at the actual audibles. Now, you can set your audibles up any way you want. For this scheme to be successful, you want 2 running plays and 2 passing plays. I'm giving you 4 passing plays and actually 4 running plays, so pick any ones you want. I'll tell you the ones that I run with. I run with the strong power, cross drag, halfback counter, and the Saints flood as my audibles. Okay, 2 running plays, 2 passing plays. I feel that the strong power and the halfback counter are the best running plays that I will show you to break down. And then I like to have the cross drag and the Saints flood as backups. You can pick any of the other 2 plays you want. The passing plays and the running plays, realize that if you come out in those plays, you already have that play. So you don't, if your favorite play is the cross drag, do not put that in the audibles because you're going to come out in that play. Let's get into the breakdown, guys. So this is the first play, spot option. Okay, let's go through the setups real quickly. We're going to flat route that square receiver. Okay, we're going to streak that circle receiver. We're going to drag route that X tight end, and then we're going to block our running back. Okay, now depending on which side we're going to be breaking down, I break down all my passing plays on the left or the right. If we're going to the left, let's slide protect to the left. When we're breaking it down on the right side, I'll slide protect to the right. Now that's going to be universal for every passing play. Now we will be motioning this square receiver every time, no matter if we run or if we pass. It's really going to confuse your opponent. He's not going to know if you're running or passing, and it really makes this scheme great. Okay, now if it's a zone type of play, usually when you motion that receiver, he'll be open in that flat route, but your reads on the left are going to be that X first, then that triangle read, and then possibly that circle read. Now the setup again for spot option, flat route that square receiver, streak your circle receiver, drag route your X, block your running back, slide protect to the right or the left depending on which side you're reading of the field, and then that's it. And we're going to motion this receiver. Now I'll show you. This is another man defense. In man defense, sometimes you have this circle receiver open for a one-on-one coverage and you can get a one-play touchdown. I did a bad pass right there, but especially in man defense. So a lot of people play man defense online. You can get that one-play touchdown on those guys. You just got to be careful. In any type of zone defense, this is man defense again, we'll look for that, but we'll look for our regular reads. Okay, so you have that one-on-one coverage out there, and we're trying to get that safety is helping out, but that's okay. But you have to have that in the back of your mind and be looking for that. This is a blitz. Okay, if it's a zone blitz, I'll show you how to get past that. Any type of zone plays, this is a zone blitz. That square receiver will be open really quick. Okay, he'll be open really quick. You can get that ball off faster if you want to, but when you motion that flat route over, unless they're playing a hard flat or man defense, that flat route is going to be open. And then you just do your reads. Your reads are X, triangle, look for circle, and that's it, guys. If it's zone, you can hit that square receiver, or we're going to read that X receiver first. Okay, so it's a really easy breakdown, really simple reads, and you will be destroying your opponents really easily. Okay, and the setup again, real simple. Flat route that square receiver, streak your circle, drag route your X, block your running back depending on which side you're going to be reading, slide protect that side. Like I said, you get this out quick in that zone defense, and you can take this for a touchdown. Okay, we'll run this play 3 more times, and I'll just show you how I like to read that left side of the field. They're really simple plays, very explosive, easy reads, guys. This is what I do. Like I said, triangles wide open. Okay, X, triangle, circle. X, triangle, circle. If zone, look for that flat route. Flat route is open. Just like that, guys. Just like that. They will, once you hit them once or twice with that flat route, they will be focused on that flat route. They're always going to be focused on you motioning that receiver in the first place. Once you motion that receiver once, they'll always pay attention to that. And we'll get later into more plays where that motion receiver does a lot. And it'll really cause your opponents to have trouble. It's just real simple, guys. X, triangle, circle. We'll wait for a man defense, and then we'll try to hit them over top for that one-play touchdown, and then we'll go on to the next play. This is a man. Let's look for circle. Let's look for circle over top if we have time. There we go. You want your fastest receiver out there, okay? Your fastest receiver, your second fastest receiver. If you know they're playing a lot of man defense and you're running this play, I would switch your number 1 fastest receiver to that spot and take advantage of that man defense, and you can beat these guys over top. And you just gotta make your reads, man. Just make your reads. It's just a really simple, easy play, guys. And they can't guard all of those routes. They cannot guard that X drag unless they're playing a hard flat, and they just cannot guard everything. You'll destroy these guys. Just run this play the way I tell you. It's man defense. Let's try to hit him over top, and like I said, if it's a man defense, you have that speedy receiver there, okay? Okay. So as you see, this is a man defense. We have a linebacker trying to cover our second fastest receiver. We're just able to get that ball in there and hit a one-play touchdown. Guys, let's move on to the next play. Now, the next play is our first running play breakdown, the strong power, a really glitchy OP play that I've been using in the past 4 Maddens. Now, I'm going to show you how to make this play even better. Okay, the great thing about the pistol bunch tight end is you can flip these plays regardless of what you're doing, and your opponent never knows if you're running to the right or to the left. But we'll show you. We're gonna motion this guy. We're running it to the right this time. Wait till he gets over there, get an extra blocker, and we're just gonna pick up yards, guys. With that motion, they don't know if you're going to that flat route from that spot option, and you'll see more options will be available once we break down all these passing plays with this motion. Okay, just gotta read your blocks. Just gotta read your blocks, and you can beast on these guys just like that. And I'll show you that you can run this play with that motion and block wide receiver. You can run this play. You can flip it. Now, you won't have a lot of success like this, but this is just to confuse your opponent. And you don't have to motion that guy. I just know that when I motion him, I get better. And it just goes into my scheme, and I do a lot of damage with that. So I like to motion him and run this way. Just be careful when you wait. I gotta try to beast on these guys. Just be careful when you motion that guy. You want to hike it in the right spot. Okay, this is a blitz. We want to hike it right when he gets to the end of that tight end, right there. Okay, he'll go to pick up the blocker that he needs to pick up. Okay, you don't want to wait until he sets. You want to motion him right when he gets to that tight end. Really dominant play. Look at him. He's going to pick up a blocker. And right there, 75 was supposed to get that block, and then we would have had a one-play touchdown right there. Just motion this guy over, hike it right about there, let him go pick up a block. Everybody picks up blocks, and I'm running into my blockers, not scoring a touchdown. We'll run this one more time. And like I said, you can flip this play. You can run it without motioning. I motion him in this scheme to get better blocking. And it just falls into the scheme. A lot of great plays and a lot of great things happen when you're confusing your opponent. They don't know if you're running or passing. Come on, Lone, get out here and block, guy. Okay, let's get into the next passing play. Now, the second passing play is cross drag. Setup's real simple. We're gonna slant square. We're gonna out route that triangle receiver. And then we're gonna streak our X tight end. Block our running back, slide protect to the left because we're doing the left side first. Now, once we motion that slant route, that square receiver, his slant route would be going to the left. Our reads are gonna be square and then triangle on the left side. So we'll just do that a few times. And this square route gets open so much. If you throw this right and get a nice catch and make a move on one or two people, you can take that to the house, guys. Really, really simple reads. Dominating your opponent. Look at that. Look at that. I should have passed let that up a little bit more, but that route is going to be open most of the time, guys. If it's not open, you do have that out route. And again, the setup is very simple. Slant, square, out route, triangle. You can smart route triangle if you want, but I have more success just out routing. Streak that X tight end. Block your running back, slide protect, because we're going to the left first. Slide protect to the left. That out route is open. Just like that, guys. Just like that. Two reads. Two reads. Two real quick reads. Look at that. That's what I said. If you throw this right, you can take that to the house, guys. That's a possible one-play touchdown too. Against the blitz. Let's see if we can get it off. If it's man-type defense, that triangle out route should be open. But he gashed this guy right there. He just gashed him. And it's going to look the same to your opponent. He's not going to know if you're running or passing, guys. We'll do this one more time and then we'll break it down on the right side. You're just killing him. You're just killing him. With the spot option, now the cross drag. We did the strong power, and now we're into the second passing play. And it's nothing they can do, guys. They have to use that. They have to use that. They have to use that crossing drag route. And when they use that, you go to that triangle route. Just killing him. Just killing him. Let's break down the right side. Now on the right side, I like to streak that receiver or delay fade him, depending on if I'm getting blitzed a lot. But we still do the same setup. We out route that triangle and we slant that square receiver, but we slot protect to the right this time, okay? So we're just going to be looking for circle and then X. If circle's open, circle's going to be open right here. We can get circle. And then if circle is not open, we're going to go to X. Okay? Now we're slide protecting to the left this time because we're going to, slide protecting to the right this time because we're going to the right. Okay, and then X is open right there. You just have to make your reads. They're real simple reads, man. You're making 2 reads on each side for this play. Circle or X. Circle. Just got to make those plays. They won't know what to do. They won't know what to do, guys. You can delay fade that sometimes if you want to. That's just an option. But I have success just with this. I had to pass lead that down. That X was covered also. Circle and X on the right side, guys. X was open. X was so open. Just gotta wait until he gets past that zone. And the setup again, real simple. Out route triangle, slant square. You're gonna motion square. That slant is gonna go back to the left, and then you streak X or delay fade him. That's it. Simple as that, guys. Very, very simple. Very effective. That's it. Let's run it one more time and then we'll go into the next running play. Oh man, it was a blitz. I had X and circle. Alright, let's get into the next running play. So the next running play is the halfback zone. Great thing again, we can flip this play and run it either way we want. Okay, we still will motion that receiver, and we definitely want to pay attention to the hat count in this play, and we want to we want to read our blocks and be patient. Okay, most of the running in this game you can dominate if you're patient and read your blocks. Let your blocks develop. Okay. Every once in a while, man, if they're blitzing everybody, if they run commit, they can stop you, but they won't do that every time. Especially with the passes you have in this play. Just read your blocks and just pick up yards, guys. You can flip all these run plays, and the blocking with some of this stuff, it just works so much better when you're motioning this receiver. If you really want to get crazy, you can put your best blocking wide receiver right there if you know you can run on the guy. But I like to just keep my fastest receiver here and just dominate with this. He just provides an extra blocker. Believe me, he'll do a good enough job. Look at that. He got that guy out of the way. He does a good enough job, so you'll pick up a lot of yards. And you can flip the play. Right now it's telling us to run to the right. We'll keep it to the right. We'll motion this guy, make sure we hike it and release it every time at the same spot. You don't want to key him off. There is one run play, I'll show you that sometimes when you release it at a different area you get better blocking, but for this one, just make sure you release it once he passes that tight end. And the great thing about this play is, you see, originally it was telling us we shouldn't run it because they're stacked on the right side. But when you flip this play, your opponent doesn't know you're running it to the left now. Now you can run it. Okay? Now we can run it. We have more blockers than defenders, and we're going to pick up yards. Okay? Unlike the strong power, this is still a great play, but the strong power is really crazy. Okay? And you're just killing them. Just killing them. Picking up yards. 10 yards a pop. First down every time. Destroying your opponents, man. Destroying them. It's man defense. If everybody blocks, we could do something here. If everybody blocks, we could do something here. We'll run this a few more times, and then we'll get into the next passing play, guys. We're going to run this the same way, even though it's telling us we shouldn't. But we're going to have an extra blocker over here, so hopefully we can do some damage. Oh, I juked into it. I should have just kept going. I read that all wrong. Just be patient. Just be patient and dominate. Just be patient and dominate. Look at Robinson out here, man, earning his paycheck. Why are they double teaming? Why are you double teaming? Get some blocks. Get some blocks. Guys, let's move on to the next passing play. I did want to mention that if you do not motion that guy, sometimes you do have better blocking, especially in the strong power. If you run that strong power to the same side as all those receivers, you have a lot of people coming over there to block. But the inside zone and a lot of these plays do work well if you don't motion. So we'll just flip that inside zone, and we're going to run it a few times just to show you guys, if you don't motion, that run game, it can be OP, okay? We're going to flip this inside zone and just run it without motioning, and just look at how the blocks develop. See, you can still do the same thing, but I like running that motion just so that guy will think I'm trying to pass too. See, you can still do really, really nice with this play, especially the strong power. We did you. We did you, bro. We did you, man. Hold on. Let's just. I know I'm supposed to be breaking down this game, but dude. That's the old Barry Sanders juke, man. That's the old Barry Sanders juke. Real time. Okay. But just showing you that you can run these plays the same way without flipping, without motioning that guy. Like I said, if you just read your blocks. Just read your blocks, man. You can beast. Mama, I scored a touchdown. Where's my go-go girls? So let's get into the next passing play. Now the next passing play is Saints Flood. A really, really great passing play that you can really destroy your opponent with. The only setup we do with this one is we will drag route that triangle receiver. If you don't drag route him, he's on a drag route, but he stops. We want him to continue across the field. So we're going to drag route that triangle receiver. And on the left side, we're going to slide protect to the left. We're going to leave that running back on that little out route. Now, on the left side, our reads are going to be R1 and circle, okay? We're still going to motion this guy over, and we're just going to read R1 and circle. R1, most of the time, this route gets so open that if they're in any type of zone defense or sometimes even man, you just have to make one move on one guy, and you'll be off to the races and possibly take it to the house. But he's open so much. Look at how far he's open. You get it out quick, you can make a move on that guy, okay? And then you do have that circle route that is open also. So we'll run it a few times. When that is covered, you see the circle route is open. We didn't get it off, but the circle route is going to be open too. Missed the blitz. Probably going to hit this running back out of the backfield real quick. Yeah. Oh, I overthrew him. But that was a one-play touchdown right there. I overthrew him. But just R1 and circle on the left. Oh. Man, he got bumped for some reason. He got bumped. But it's just simple reads, guys. And you see, things like that are going to happen. But if you got your reads down, it doesn't matter. I just really like this running back route out of this backfield. Especially if you can get this off. Look at this. Make a move on this guy, and we're off to the races. Make a move on this guy, and we're off to the races. Mama almost scored a touchdown. But they had some good defense. And the only thing you're doing on this one is slide protecting to the right or the left, and then you're continuing that drag route. If you don't continue that drag route will stop. Look at circle. Look at circle. Look at circle. You got a linebacker on me, bro? Okay, let's break down the right side, guys. Now it gets really good. Now on the right side, we just drag route that triangle receiver to make him run continuous to the sideline. We block the running back, okay? We slide protect to the right. And then we're just going to read triangle, X, and square. Triangle, X, wide open. And this play really will get you a lot of yards, man. If you're patient and you run it the way I tell you to run it. Just triangle, X, and square. Look at that. Triangle, X, and square. And triangle will be open most of the time, guys. You've been running all these other plays. They will not know what to do. And you have the runs. And you have the runs. They'll have to pick one route to guard. If they're guarding that route, go to the other route. Right there. For some reason, they're bumping that triangle receiver, so be careful of that. In the game, it won't happen like that, though. This is a man defense. We're going to look for that square receiver. Hopefully we can get a one-on-one with a linebacker. Almost. But whenever it's a man defense, you have to look for that. Look for that. Triangle, X, square. There's triangle. Wow. Nice blitz. Triangle, X, square, guys. Slide protect to the right because we're going to the right. There we go. Simple as that. Simple as that. So man, you know what we're looking for. You know what we're looking for. Good time. Okay, not open. Not open. Just gotta watch out for those safeties. But we have to always have that in the back of our heads when it's man defense. Nice little blitz. We still do our reads, man. If they're blitzing, we still do our reads. Triangle. Triangle, X, square, guys. Just make sure you slide protect to the right, and then make sure you continue that drag route. Let's try to redirect. Ooh, nice. Remember, if plays break down, you can always playmaker. If you don't know how to do that, man, learn. Win a lot of games that way. Just like that, guys. Let's get into the next running play. Now, this is the next running play, the HB counter. A really good play if you're patient. You can be rewarded with a lot of yards, possible touchdowns if you're patient. A lot of people don't know how to run the counter play. Now, the counter play is sort of run like the read option a little bit. You have to really be patient before you make your move, and you have to let blockers actually engage in the blocks. Okay, now what I'm saying there is, you'll see that this defensive end will probably get through, but we want to let those blockers engage, and then we want to get it to the outside or run it straight up the field. Okay, now just the way that these plays develop, you can run this without motioning too, but let them engage, and then we run. Then we run. You see how that's done? That's the way you're to run that play. Okay, either if you switch it or not. Okay, we can switch it and run it over here. Now, this is what I was saying, where sometimes I like to press X before that guy is at that tight end. Sometimes I like to press it right there and let him engage and then pick up yards. Because sometimes if you flip that play and you can run it to the right, like say for instance, if you let him run all the way to the right, sometimes that other defensive end comes through really easily. See? So you wanna, when you're running that counter to the right side in this play, or to the side where the receivers are not, you definitely wanna call hike a little bit quicker, like right up in there, and just let those guys block for you, and let those blockers engage and then take off. But if you run it to the side with the receivers, even with that motion, as long as you let those blockers engage, you'll pick up a lot of yards. It's just a really decent play. Look at this. Look at number 70 down here. Again, earning his paycheck. Really decent play as long as you're patient. Get that block. Make a move on you. Make a move on you. Simple reads in these passing plays and simple execution on the running plays. If you don't dominate with this scheme, then I don't know what to tell you. You're gonna get a lot of wins. Just be patient, guys. Be patient. Do the reads the way I tell you, and you'll win a lot of games. You'll win a lot of games. You're constantly going to be getting first downs. You're not going to have trouble getting first downs. Just don't make the wrong reads, and you'll dominate. You will dominate. Pick up that block. Pick up that block. Pick up that block. Pick up that block. Just like that, guys. Let's move on to the next passing play. Here's the next play and final passing play of the scheme. It's called stick. It's a really great play. One play touchdown potential all over the board with that square route. That square route is very, very glitchy, and I'll show you that you can hit these guys for one play touchdowns all the time. I was put onto this play by a good friend of mine and my lab partner. He will be starting a YouTube channel soon. I will let you guys know when he does. What's the hold up, bruh? What's the hold up, bruh? But anyway, our reads are going to be, the only thing we're going to do, this is the only play where we do not motion the wide receiver because he's on a very glitchy route, and it works best if he's on that bunch side. Now, our reads are going to be circle, R1, and square, guys. On the left with that block running back, circle, look at that. And you're just going to pick up a lot of yards on these guys. When they guard these routes, the down below routes, you'll see that you'll have a one play touchdown potential on these guys. All the time, guys. A one play touchdown potential. And you're just reading circle, R1, and square. On the right side, circle. And then that's eventually, I really never passed to that, but sometimes that triangle route is open. I never passed to that. I threw it because he was open, but I'm really just looking at circle, R1, and square for this play and just picking up a lot of yards. And you'll see when we have these beneath routes covered, you'll see the potential of that square route. Like I said, you'll see the potential, guys. The potential is there to dominate. You just got to make the right reads. For some reason, he ran the wrong way. And eventually, this play, every once in a while, does get locked up. But most of the time, it doesn't, guys. Most of the time, it does not get locked up. That was a nice interception. Throwing into coverage, though. Give me that. Every once in a while, this play does get locked up, but most of the time, it doesn't, guys. Most of the time, it doesn't. Make sure when you throw to that circle or that R1 that they are turned around and actually facing that quarterback. Because if they're not, you might get that ball and it might bounce off of them and pop up in the air, and it will be an interception, man. Yep. Really, really simple, easy, glitchy play, guys. Oh, I overthrew you bad. I had you wide open, too. The quarterback does do a fake pass, so you have to wait for that. But once it's done, you can get a lot of yards. We almost took it to the house right there. Intermix this in. I'm telling you, you'll run this play most of the time. Especially when you're okay, come on, beast, why don't you, Gabriel? Mama scored a touchdown. Where's my go girls? But really, really simple play. For the right side, I like to out route that X receiver, and then I'll put that running back on a wheel route sometimes. Now you have to be really quick because you have no one blocking for you, but you're just reading that X or that wheel route. And then you can pick up a lot of yards like that. So you've been dominating on the left side. You can go to the right side. Okay? We're going to out route that, put that running back on a wheel route, and we're just going to read X. And most of the time, because that bunch, you'll have single coverage over here, man. If they base align, it's going to be even worse. See? It's just like that. Real easy domination on the left or the right, guys. Didn't get that one off, but I should have hit X. X is open most of the time on these. Didn't get that one off. Yeah, pretty much had it locked up there, buddy. You pretty much had it locked up there, buddy. And then, mama, I scored a touchdown. Let me pitch it. I almost scored a touchdown, but I got stupid. But anyway, let's break down the last running play. So this is the final running play, and it completes the scheme, man. 4 great passing plays and 3 great running plays. Now this is the halfback draw. Now we can still run it the same way without motioning, but we're gonna motion to add to the scheme, and then you just gotta be patient and read your blocks and pick up a lot of yards. Every time. It's a real simple play, especially if you've been dominating with those passes that we went over. You just got to be patient. Let that blocker get picked up. It's really that middle linebacker that you really have to worry about, because in that draw play, sometimes he comes free. You can ID him if you want, but I don't do that. That's just running it without motioning that receiver. But you want to motion that receiver every time, and just they don't know if you're passing or running. It's a really great scheme right there. Like I said, that linebacker sometimes does get through. If he does, that's okay. Just read your blocks, be patient, let those blocks develop. That block is going to happen. You see how that block develops late? That linebacker is free, but they do eventually get to him. Enjoy the scheme. Run it the way I said. You guys can change up a little bit. Set your audibles. Set your audibles up and dominate in that scheme. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comment section and I will answer them. I answer all the comments. I respond to every comment. And we did just recently reach 11K subscribers. So thanks a lot, guys. I see you love the content. I like putting the content out for you guys. Come on. So I just want to say thank you, and I really appreciate that. I'm going to run this 2 more times, and then we are out, guys. Okay? Enjoy the scheme. Go out and smack them in their face. Yep, I'm outie, but I'll be back. Thanks for watching, guys. It's your boy Wayne6578. Subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell to be notified and join the Team Smack'em Nation. Let's go.